Uh, yo, this is gonna be a rambling, a rant, but I want to talk about this particular subject. But first things first, I do this for me, for venting purposes, and if you don't like it, please get the fuck off my channel. I'm not looking for any praise nor accolades. I do this for me. Now, back to the subject at hand. Um, I want to talk about something, man, that's been on my heart for a very, very long time. And I think I talked about this in my past videos, but I'm going to talk about it again because I want to. And it's very alarming, too. I want to talk about it's hard to make friends out here. It's hard to, it's hard to make friends and have, you know, and have genuine connections with people. The main reason why it's hard to make friends out here and make genuine connections is because, for the most part, a lot of people are just full of shit. And what I mean by full of shit is, throughout my life, I met people who were very fake and phony. They showed their true colors in the end. And for the most part, I'm burnt out. I'm truly burnt out. Don't get me wrong, I still be respectful to some degree, but for the most part, man, I'm burnt out. You know what I'm saying? It's, reaching out to people and all that. I can't do it no more, man, because I've been around motherfuckers who just did me wrong, in the end. And I remember it's this particular YouTuber. Fuck it, I'm going to say his name anyway. It's just a particular YouTuber by the name of Savvy Guy. And one of his recent videos that he made, he talked about it's better to be a bad person than to be a good person. And I understand and I respect his opinion. And to tell you the truth, I agree to some degree, because living in this world is like bad people become the champions of this worldly system. But when it comes to the good people, I'm talking about good-hearted people, they get treated bad to the point that they get run over. You know what I'm saying? They get used and abused, and in some cases killed because they have a good heart. And it's like, man, I was always not just taught, but I always, back then I would just figured that, in order for you to survive in this world, you got to have a good heart and all that stuff. You got to do the right thing. But eventually, that's not the case at all. It always been like, like anything goes in this world. And that's why people choose the evil route instead of the good route, But at the same time, I always think about it like this, too. It's all subjective. You get what I'm saying? Like the whole term of good and evil, like what does it really mean? Like what does it really mean as far as being good and being evil? Everybody has their own definitions of it. So who the fuck am I to talk about somebody? You know what I'm saying? But there are some things that when you know that it's not right within your soul, you're gonna feel it. If you have a conscience, that's only towards the people who have a conscience within them. And your conscience, in my honest opinion, is God given. And people who have a conscience know that some things are just not naturally right. And what I mean by some things that are naturally right, that are naturally not right, I'm talking about as far as murdering, killing innocent people, killing innocent babies and all that stuff. It's like, that's a crime against humanity. When when you're out there, raping, pillaging, people, especially children and all this stuff, especially babies, because, they ain't doing anything. They harmless. They can't do nothing. They can just cry. They can't speak verbally. They can't speak, because their brain hasn't been developed yet. So they always cry. But people want to do nasty, vile, and vulgar and heinous crimes against children, and that deep down in your heart that is wrong. It is clearly wrong. That's only for the people who have a conscience, But I digress on that, man. But overall, though, man, it's like you know when something is wrong. Is that you can feel it within your heart and within your soul, and also within your mind. You know when something is wrong, and usually it be crimes against humanity. It usually be crimes against humanity. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, man. But overall, though, man, it's very hard to connect with people genuinely. You need to make genuine connections with people because, like I said before, people are just full of shit. And I understand that I truly understand that people are out for themselves. I really do. I understand that. But I also realize too that, when people are out for themselves, they would do nasty or dirty means to screw somebody over, even towards the person that they know or so-called love. You get what I'm saying? So they would rather screw over a person that they love, that they know and love, just because they want to reach to the mountaintop. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. What it is. Does it make it? I mean, is it wrong? In my honest opinion, yeah. But to them, maybe not so. But like I said before, that's their decision, that's their choice. Because I also realize that choice rules the world. I say it again, choice rules the world. Um, when it comes to people, man, like I said before, it's just hard to connect with people, and people are just so mean and nasty and vulgar, being disrespectful for no reason. You wonder why it's like that, but then you have to really take your time and like kind of step back and just take your time and think why these people are like that. Maybe it's because of the things that they went through as well. That's why they're so defensive right now. They're so damn defensive. But at the same time, I also realized this too. Throughout my life, people like to pick and choose on who to be nice to. Because I remember it happened to me a couple of times where a person would be mean and nasty towards me for no reason, but they'd be nice and cordial towards another person. And that's why I say that people are just full of shit. And for the most part, I ain't do nothing to that person. That person was just being a dick towards me. And I also realized this too, man. If you have a heart, if you're a good person, like on the inside, like deep down, if you're a good person, man, if you're a good, kind-hearted person, I realize that people hate that. I realize a lot of people hate that. When people sense the light in you, when people sense the goodness in you, they want to destroy it. They want to destroy your light. And that's why it's so important, in my honest opinion, to protect your light. It's very important because if you're genuinely a good person on the inside, it's best to keep up with it, man. It's best to keep it because it's already in you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, how can I put this, man? It's just like when it comes to God-giving talent. Like if you're good at basketball or if you're good at plumbing, if it's already built inside of you, if it's already in you, man, it's in you. You know what I'm saying? Either you got it or you don't. So when it comes to being a naturally good-hearted, kind person, either if you got it, hey, go ahead and protect it, man. Because a lot of people are just pariahs, man. They're nothing but fucking pariahs. They would rather feed off you, and not just feed off of you, but they would also, in the process, destroy you too, because you're not like them. Like Kendrick Lamar said, they're not like us. It's fucked up, but that's how it is in this society, man. But people, like I said before, and I say it again, people like to pick and choose on who to be nice to and all that shit. That lets me know that motherfuckers are just full of shit, And it's best to stay away from motherfuckers like that, man, because they can't keep it real with you. And shit, they can't keep it real within themselves, let alone keep it real to somebody else. Like I said before, people are just out for themselves, which I understand that, you got to be selfish to some degree. But to screw over the people that you know and so-called love, that's wrong right there. And that's been plenty of cases that happen too. When people screw, like when people screw over their close ones, just because they want to reach a certain level of fame and success and all that shit and making money. Well, that says something about their character. But you know, it is what it is, man. It is what the fuck it is. So who the fuck am I to judge? I don't know, man. You know, who the fuck am I? Because I don't know that person's history like that. So who the fuck am I? So it is what it is, man. But like I said, it's the main reason why. The main reason why people are fundamentally lonely because like I said before, and I say it again, it's just hard to make connections. It's hard to make genuine connections out here, man. People have to be real within themselves, man. Whether you're a good person or a bad person, be real with yourself, man. I know and I know what I'm saying is an old cliche, but it is so damn true. You know what I'm saying? Just be real with yourself, man. I don't care where you at in life, what you're doing right now. Stay true to yourself, man. Don't stay true to the game. Stay true to your motherfucking self, man. Because I guarantee you, if you play the game, eventually you're going to get burnt. I say it again. If you stay true to the game, I guarantee you the game is going to burn you. The game don't give a fuck about you. The game don't give a fuck about you. And what I mean by game, I'm talking about the so-called life that we live in this system. The so-called life system that we live in this world. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, just keep it real with yourself, man, because many people don't want to do that, man. They really don't. And like I said, I'm just doing my thing, man, trying to live my life the best way I can. You know what I'm saying? Not full of drama, trying to stay away from people for the most part. But like right now, I'm trying to stay away. Trying to stay away from a lot of people, because like I said, I'm burnt. So I don't want to. I don't want no troubles. And also, I realize a lot of people are just fake and phony. So I'm trying to protect myself, trying to protect my life, or what's left of it. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm so fucking burnt out right now, man. I'm so fucking burnt from all the betrayal and the bullshit and the lies that people say about me, talk about me behind my back. And people be switching up, man. First day was cool. Like one day you cool, but then the next day you want to, act like an asshole and, have an attitude for no fucking reason. Try to gaslight you, showing narcissistic ways by making it seem as though as that you're the bad guy, but you're really not. They're the bad guy because they like to put their problems on other people. And people are very selective when it comes to putting problems on others. And that lets you know that motherfuckers are just full of shit. They lack character. They don't have integrity like that. And that's why I tend to be by myself, man, because of bullshit like that. It just is what it is, man. It is what the fuck it is. So that's all I gotta say about that, man. Shit, that's all I gotta say. So yeah, man. So thank you so much and have a good day.